Welcome to the first Take 5 with the Regional Chamber of 2015. I'm Kim Calvert. Thank you so much for joining us. With the new year comes new resolutions and goals, and even though it seems like those resolutions sometimes run out of steam by the end of January, that doesn't have to be the case, and we'll tell you why. In this edition of Take 5, we'll also give you some tips for weight loss and getting in shape, 2 resolutions that are consistently in the top 5 among Americans. We start with Chamber member Mr. Wellness, Butch Temnick. Talia Hagler tells us how he's changing the lives of his clients.
Leonard Pitts used to struggle to breathe just walking down his driveway. Now he can spend an hour on the treadmill and still feel great. What's changed for Leonard? Just about everything.
I made up my mind that I do not want to live the rest of my life, okay, feeling miserable, okay? I don't want to do it. I have too much to live for.
Leonard has gone from 120 units of insulin a day down to 20, 30, or even 0 some days. And he credits his success to Mr. Wellness, Butch Temnick.
My business focuses on on-site corporate wellness. B&T Marketing is about teaching, educating about wellness. On-site, where you don't have to come to me, I bring the wellness service to you.
Butch owns BMT Marketing. He has a long history of education and experience in the nutrition and physical fitness world, including being named Mr. South Carolina in 1988. Now he uses his experience to help others change their lives for the better.
It all starts with the fork. Learning about the glycemic index not impacting blood sugar makes the big difference. Losing inches, getting education, learning of how to take back the control of your health. And the one thing is, you know, the only limits that you put on yourself is basically is what you want to do. It's a step-by-step, science-based, clinically proven way of changing your lifestyle, following something that's very simple. And the great thing is you're never hungry.
Leonard isn't Butch's only success story. He has many, including Chuck Ulam.
I couldn't get my cholesterol under 250. And when it went down to 140, I was so elated. And I was like, holy smokes. And it was just by changing your lifestyle.
Butch says anyone can get these kinds of results. You just have to be ready to make a change. For Take 5 with the Regional Chamber, I'm Talia Hagler.
If you're interested in starting a corporate class, be sure to call Butch at 330-506-FITT. The next stop on our fitness tour is Fizek and Niles, where Zach Byler of Byler Elite Strength and Training shows us some simple things we can do during the workday to help us get and stay in shape, and offers tips to keep us on track with our New Year's resolutions.
The New Year's resolutioners that we see every single year, they'll come in and you'll see them kind of, you know, fade away. I definitely feel the biggest problem that they have is that they have all of these goals in their mind. They never wrote them down, and they didn't write them down very specific. When it comes to attaining a goal, you have to know exactly where you want to be. Okay, you have to write it down, and you have to make a plan on how to get there. If you don't have a plan on how to get to whatever it is, however you see yourself, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months down the road, if you don't have a plan to get there, you just won't get there. The people that make the most success are doing very, very little. Okay, the one thing that I preach to my clients is the minimal effective dose. The least amount that you possibly have to do to keep moving you in the right direction. And I think that's the biggest problem, is people just try to burn themselves out within the first couple weeks. And really, they forget that that fitness isn't really a destination. It's a lifestyle, and you just have to really keep moving. The first thing that I'll show you is the foam roller. So you'll be able to get on the ground, and you want to be able to warm up that upper back. All right, so you can get your arms over top of your head, and by getting your hands over your head, you're going to be putting your spine into a good position to extend. Okay, a lot of problems we have with people, okay, nowadays is we're constantly in a flexed position. So we want to try and reverse that and get a little bit better posture. So once the muscles are all loose, you'd want to start to activate the muscles. So you can use something real simple like a rubber band. Here you just grab a hold of that band and you just basically try and rip the band apart, and you're going to feel that really light up the muscles of the back, of the shoulders. And again, you're opening that posture up. You're getting great muscle activation there. If you have a wall, you can get right up against the wall. Flatten your posture up against that wall. So by setting your feet about a half a foot in front of that wall, okay, keeping your head flat up against the wall as well. Go ahead and get those arms in that 90-degree angle and just Roll those arms back. See if you can get those thumbs to touch the wall. If you can get those thumbs to touch the wall, that's a pretty good indicator that you've got good shoulder range of motion. And you can just do a few reps of those, okay? If you were to do something like this every 15 minutes or every half hour or something like that, you're going to make sure that you maintain good posturing. And with better posture, we're going to be able to move a lot better, a lot more efficiency, get stronger, stay safe.
I think I had better go back to the office and try some of those moves. To check out everything Fizek has to offer, visit Fizek.net. And finally, we want to remind you of a great night out for all of our chamber members. Once again this year, the Youngstown Phantoms are inviting our members for a one-of-a-kind evening of exciting hockey, good food, networking, and family fun. Chelsea Miller tells us all about our second annual night with the Youngstown Phantoms.
Phantoms hockey is hard, fast, and physical. And when you walk into the arena, you can feel the energy.
There's constant action going on 24/7. I mean, with basketball and football, there's stoppages with whistles and stuff like that. But I'd have to say the high-paced energy, I mean, it just never stops.
Yeah, it's all the speed, you know, aggression. Everyone's flying around, banging into each other. It's pretty exciting.
As a chamber member, you have a chance to see all of this action for free on Friday, February 13th. Every chamber member gets 2 free tickets to the game. You can also buy additional tickets for just $5.75 a piece. And there's a VIP experience as well, with a buffet, cash bar, meet and greets, and more.
We're a good spot to come and have fun. You know, we have a promotional team, we have a mascot, we have lots of interactive games in the concourse area for kids, for families. A good place to sit, enjoy yourself, dance around. There's kiss cams, all that kind of stuff. It should be a fun time.
There will be plenty of activities to grab your attention, but the real action will be on the ice. The Phantoms will take on one of their biggest rivals, the Dubuque Fighting Saints, and the hockey is top-notch.
Really up and down the roster, if you're playing in this league, you're a special player. There's something elite about you, and you're probably going to go on, like I said, and play Division I college hockey and probably pro hockey as well.
The players in this league are between the ages of 16 and 20 years old, and they come from across the country and even around the world. If you come to a Phantoms game, you're pretty much guaranteed to see a future NHL player on the ice. Last summer, 3 Phantoms were taken in the NHL draft. And this year, there's at least one player to keep your eye on.
Kyle Connor's probably the one who's got the most eyes on him. He's very highly touted for this year's NHL draft. He'll probably be a first-round pick.
Don't miss this unique opportunity to see great hockey, network with your fellow chamber members, and have a fun night out. For Take 5 with the Regional Chamber, I'm Chelsea Miller.
If you attended last year's event, then you know it was a blast and a very inexpensive night of entertainment for your entire family. For more information on tickets, pricing, and game night activities, go to regionalchamber.com and click on the event calendar under Member Resources. We'll look for you and your family and friends there. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Take 5, and we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. With the Regional Chamber, I'm Kim Calvert.
Take 5 with the Regional Chamber is produced by Mahoning Valley Productions, where we tell your stories.